We based our decision to try to build a small post and ground house here at Charles Towne Landing on evidence found in both the archaeological and the historical record. We'll focus on the archaeology in our next episode, but for now, let's take a look at some of the primary written sources that we rely on. First, we have the Shaftesbury Papers, which belong to Lord Anthony Ashley Cooper, the most active and dedicated of the Carolina colony's original proprietors. The Shaftesbury Papers is a collection of letters that the colonists in Carolina wrote to the proprietors in England and vice versa. It also contains important government records that give us a better idea of what was happening in the early Carolina colony. Additionally, we make use of unpublished sources, manuscripts, which reside in collections here in North America as well as in Europe. In fact, some of our most interesting records are Spanish in origin and are housed in the archives of the Indies in Seville. One such document is a deposition from a Spanish spy named Antonio Communius, who visited Charlestown in the summer of 1672. It contains details about the built environment in early Carolina that we do not find in the English sources.
John mentioned the Shaftesbury Papers being just a treasure trove of information. And one of the records in here is from December of 1671. The Grand Council is talking about colonists constructing houses at Jamestown. This is not Virginia, but rather what's now James Island. In part of the record, they say, every which of the said houses shall be 20 foot long and 15 foot broad at least. So this is the only direct reference that we have to the size of houses here in Charlestown. Now this is a little bit later, but they're saying they have to be at least 15 by 20. To be fair, guys, we've seen master bedrooms that are bigger than 15 feet by 20 feet. And the fact that they're requiring the colonists to do it implies to me that most of the houses being built before this were significantly smaller, which is one of the primary reasons that John and I chose to go for a building about the size of the one that we're building.
Of course, the research is never really done, but for our building project, it's time to put a plan of action in place. Our next phase will be to start harvesting our building materials. We plan to use oak trees, small to medium-sized ones for our posts and beams, as well as pines for parts of our roof. I wanted to point out this particular tree. It's a would-be Cratchit in the wild. It's a really nice fork at the top. It should make an excellent Cratchit.
Got to give a shout out to Ranger Terry. He's not here with us today, but he's been here for every other time that we've come out and harvested, all of our harvesting efforts. I also got to pick a little bit of fun on John, okay? He talked earlier about having a plan of action, but I got to point out that really I'm the one with the plan of action.
Nice. We've harvested a number of posts and Cratchits, and now we're in the debarking phase.
Today we're using a period tool called a draw knife. You can see here it's a relatively simple tool, just a lateral blade with a bevel only on a single side. The back side of that blade is completely flat with two handles on either side. Now, we're going to keep shaving here, but if you guys want to join us next time, we're actually going to be taking a post similar to this one and actually planting it into the ground, really starting to make our building rise from the earth.